Hey everybody, this is Dustin, your specialist. So I just want to do another video on the same Grand Design Solitude. This one is a 2022. I believe it was made in, I think, August of 21. It's a model number ST34 6FLS. All right, so let's go check out inside. So what I want to talk about is this unit's got 4 slide outs, and I'm always nagging on the slide outs, right? The sealants, the side seams, the front seam, the rear internal seam that's only seen on the inside, the wiper seals, the temperature, stuff dropping on the roof. There was just a guy the other day that posted a picture of, hey, my wiper or my turnabout tape or tape on the slide out got damaged and caused a leak, and it was just a real minor one. So in here, see all that debris? That's all on top of his slide out. So let's go in here, and oops, I can't really get in there too well, but there's all kinds of stuff on top of this slide out roof, along with my friends in here, the wasps, which I don't want to make mad. So there's wasps all over inside this coach too, and they were all hid out underneath the slide outs. Oh, there he goes. There's a bunch of them over there. So at least 8 in here that are alive. There's multiple in the shower that's dead, but you know, I don't know if the vent lid got left open or what.
Yeah, that one in the bathroom's open.
And this one actually has 5 slide outs. So, you know, you have now 5 different areas that you can have leaks from, right? And if you haven't checked out all our videos online, I encourage you to do so. We're always repairing the rubber roof material. We're always repairing the wiper seals. We're always replacing the Schwintek slide outs. We're always replacing rollers, fixing damaged floors, a whole host of stuff that goes on with these things. So let's use this one as my example. When you have a slide out topper on there, first and foremost, it's going to help remove reduce the interior temperature of the coach. Second, that above molding right there, those tend to leak, and it'll help deflect the water away from that. The tapes up here usually tend to leak. And of course, you know, we just were in this bedroom slide out on the opposite side where you've seen all that debris. So now all that debris has landed on the surface of the TPO roof and is being dragged back and forth, agitating on the roof surface. This is a sidewall surface, but it's also damaging the whole side of that wiper blade, right? And then there's gonna be your turnabout tape that's up in this area, or whatever tape you want to call it, depending on what brand they use. Probably Alpha tape because it's an Alpha roof. So the Alpha tape, so if that debris smacks that tape, it's going to lift it, curl it, tear it, cut it, whatever, right? Then water can access through this molding. So just how underneath here, when you see this, there's typically no sealant on the top of the roof. So, you know, if this again was the rubber roof and was flipped over, so we're looking at it opposite direction, anything that can travel through is going to travel through the top of the roof, run down through the walls, through the aluminum that's in there, that's just bare open aluminum with some wood stock in it, and it's going to travel and come all the way to the bottom, and it's going to start hitting the floor, right? So, you know, keep an eye out for all your screws to make sure none of them are coming loose or they're not missing, like over here. See how this molding's pre-cut every 6 inches? There should have been another screw somewhere in this area. And same thing here, there's a screw missing there. So anyways, it's just me nagging at you, giving you some more reminders and tips. Keep your rails clean, make sure that you're lubricating with the proper lube, make sure you're lubing them in the proper way back inside the wall, both up at the motor and at the bottom, where all the gives and shoes and brakes and all the other nonsense. And of course, they've changed it like 8 times, but make sure all that stuff's protected. Make sure if there's any putties or anything that's missing, anything that's bled out, that you get it scraped off and resealed. See up there, I can already see that there's some damage to that tape. So again, slide out toppers. And this unit, you know, so if you're the owner eventually watching this, you know, it's in here for some slide out services. I don't know what the guys are going to find out yet because they just started doing the step recalls, but you know, toppers will make a huge difference. It's going to reduce the temperature. Like I said, it's going to protect all the stuff on there. And then let's go to this side as well. Yeah, so he's got 3 more. There's another one that's still closed. And of course, like I was saying earlier, we found a bunch of wasps inside all the slide outs. They were crawling underneath. So even though these rooms are closed and smashed up, you know, if the bulb seals go untreated, what happens is it creates a friction, and that friction will make these marks and leave, you know, plastic residue and stuff on the slide outs. On the other side over here, hey Gino, whatever. On the other side over here, you know, you can see where it's been rubbing, and down here you can see more of the black line where it's been rubbing, and then here where it's been rubbing, and then leaving a little debris of plastic and stuff on there. You know, again, that's from friction where the room is closed and it's sitting there agitating as it's going down the road. So, all right, well, I don't know if you learned anything on this video or not, but hopefully you did. Hopefully it helps in some way. I'm just kind of rattling off just to throw some information out there for you guys. Again, 303. You can use 303 on the slide out seals. You can use 303 on all your compartment door seals. You can use 303 on all the plastics, on all the awning caps and the awning materials, especially all the stuff on your roof. Make the unit last a lot better. I don't get paid anything from 303. I'm not a rep for them. We do sell their product, but it's just a matter of, hey, do I want you to keep your coach in good shape? Or, you know, don't tell you and go, oh yeah, that's faded. Well, let me see if they still make that 2 or 3 or 4 years from now. And if they don't, then what? Then we're gonna have to make it out of aluminum and paint it. That's gonna cost you a small fortune. You know, and same thing, you know, you hit this, you break this, you don't keep an eye on it, it cracks, it starts to shrink and dry and crack out because it's plastic. Well, I don't know what those are gonna run, you know. So same thing with your fender skirts. We know how much the fender skirts run. They're pretty expensive. So, and usually you can't buy just one. A lot of times you got to buy them in a 2-pack. So, all right. Well, hey, I'll quit nagging. You guys have a great day and stay tuned for more. This is Dustin, your Rubber Specialist.